cure? You ready to fight for breast cancer? You ready to fight for good health care? I give a damn, you give a damn, I give a damn. I give a damn, I give a damn. You give a damn, oh, we give a damn. You didn't know, we give a damn. You didn't know, we give a damn. Oh, you didn't know, we give a damn. You didn't know, we give a damn.
Welcome to the I Give a Damn Jam. We are here. Let's see. This is 2023. This is the first one of the year. Sis, I'm sitting here with my beautiful sister, Ebony Ellison. And today's show is about mompreneurs. Got a lot of moms who hustle and take care of the kids and do everything else, and then they have their own business. So you all stay tuned. I Give a Damn Jam. Let's go. All right, we are here. Sis, what's up?
Good evening.
How you doing? How you doing? What's up? That's what's up. Well, happy early Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day. But this weekend is a very serious weekend for a lot of people all over the world who have been birthed, hatched, everything else. Salute someone who's been mother to us. Godmother, stepmother, auntie, grandma, whoever. We salute all the moms and everybody who's doing their thing. We want to get into a little bit of today because really you got layers on it. You got a lot of things going on. We want to chop up some of that. First of all, how was your day?
Wonderful.
Great. Could you tell me the name of your business for folks that don't know?
Cross Creek Higher Ed Associates.
Cross Creek
Higher Ed Associates.
Higher Education Associates.
Yes.
What was the vision for that?
Well, the vision kind of stemmed from actually my mother, or our mother, who really dedicated a lot of her life to helping young people gain access to scholarships, financial aid, host college tours. She had a club called the Scholarship Club for students. So, and I kind of carried the torch after she transitioned. I carried the torch for a few years, and really kind of put my feet on the ground and really immersed myself in the different schools around PG County, and having those connectors. And I said, one day I kind of connected with a family member, and they were kind of doing the same thing in another state. Yeah. And so we joined forces, like Power Rangers, and we started the nonprofit.
Okay. Now, what is that? Break it down to me like I was a 3-year-old. What does it do?
Well, we actually, it's just as simple as if, say, for instance, a parent comes to us or a student or whomever, we don't necessarily focus on minority representation. We focus on all students, but the majority of our students, 100% of the students who come to us are, of course, normally minorities, Hispanic and Latino students, of course, African American students, and they come and say, well, you know what, I want access. Like, how do some are coming and say, what's the process? I'm a junior, I'm a senior, I want to go to college, and some might say, I don't want to, necessarily go to college. What we kind of present is, what are my options? I like options. Like going to the buffet, because people always think like, oh, well, what if my child doesn't, or kids are like, I don't want to go to college. Like, what else should I do? And back in the day, it was kind of like, oh, college, military work. I'm like, no, there are tons of things. There are vocational programs.
Exactly.
There are technical programs. There's community colleges. You can go to nursing school. You can, go to barbering school. I'm like, there are so many options. I've even helped some students kind of go that entrepreneurship route. How do I start a business? What's legitimate? What's the paperwork? What does this involve? Like, what, what do I need to file? So, just kind of prepping them for life, that life transition from high school or primary high school onto, that career level.
What's the age group that usually comes to seek you out?
I've had parents and students as young as 12, 13, up until, of course, like young adults, maybe mid-20s.
Okay. So, you're giving a lot of direction. You're directing the people. It almost sounds like life coaching.
Right.
So,
yes.
Do they pay you for this service? How does this
No,
work?
this is all pro bono. So when, and I always say, information is free. Information is free. And the major difference, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, white people, they get all the money. I'm like, it's not about a white or black thing. It's about access to information.
Yeah.
So my father, Dad used to always say, if you want black people to not know something, you put it in a book. So it's unfortunate to say that, but a lot of times it's just not knowing, and then knowing some of the tricks of the trade, like, oh, you can do this, or you can adjust this on the fast flow, or you can, put money here. How you look like, how do you know what to do? And I'm like, hey, a lot of the wealthy ones, hey, my friend has a nonprofit or this, they'll dump money here, dump money there. I said, we could do the same thing. It's not a black or white thing. It's just access to the same information.
That's dope. That's dope. It's a lot of folks out there who need some help with. What is your primary goal that you want to achieve with this nonprofit?
I would like to expand more. I think that I won't say we're underutilized. We're highly valued because the students. It's amazing that as much information as we have to offer, and we give, and they go, and I have students come back like, wow, I got a full ride because you told me to do X, Y, Z. Oh, they only offered me 75%, and I say, no, go back to that financial aid office every week and say, you know what, because you never know. When you start seeing on TV and you see Wale donated here, Beyonce donated here, sometimes, a lot of times they're with silent donors. So when you have these silent donors and they donate to the schools, how would the students know about it? It's not like it's a text message that goes out to all 4,000 students and say, oh, we have some money.
Bradley Bill just dropped up.
Right. If the student is going to the office every week, I would say make your face known. Then your financial aid officer, hey, we just got a large donation. Would you like to blah blah blah? Sometimes they'll go ahead and cover. Yeah, they'll go ahead and cover that portion of the bill. So you just never know. I'm like, you have to put yourself out there. You got to meet them halfway. So it's tons of, as we say, untouched money out here that students just don't take advantage of.
Now y'all hear that, parents? A lot of untouched money that's out here. What would you say to the parents who need to know about your advertising? I do have a site, crosscreekhea.com. It's ran by myself and Dr. Charles Terrell, who is my associate. We work with all different types of students. We have students who are athletes, so we kind of, going into the range of knowing these NCAA rules, etc. For what can they do, what class do they take. So I kind of look at ourselves kind of like those one-on-one counselors. So counselors are very overwhelmed. You're talking about, especially in the school systems. Sometimes they might have a load of 131 students or 200 students. I mean, they are bogged down, and it's not just in the city and the county. I have educator friends who are in Anne Arundel County, who are in Montgomery County. They're heavily loaded, so some of them are like, hey, can you work with my parents? Can you come in here? Can you do workshops? So, we're available to the community. Sis, that was super helpful because everybody, they say, well, the Bible does write, my people perish for lack of knowledge. So mom is smiling down on passing the torch and you run it with it. What's been the most enjoyable thing that's been about doing your business?
I think the reward comes in when I get that call that either they don't have any loans, and I always say loans are an investment. It's an investment on their future, so there's nothing wrong with that. But when they're like, oh my gosh, Miss Ebony, I got this scholarship, or they double my award, I mean, that brings me joy to know that that they're heading down the path that they envision. So
that's dope. You all have a website where folks gonna catch you?
Yes.
All right, talk to me. Another website.
It's crosscreekhea.com. So HEA is the Higher Ed Associates.
We'll put that up there so they can clearly know it. What year is this for you doing this?
We actually, went through during the pandemic. So I'll say 2020.
Okay. You got the 2020 vision. Yo, that's dope. That's dope. You have been a daughter. You have been a mom. What has it been like to be a daughter?
Daughter was, when you grow up with, the Martha Stewart of the now she was like the black Martha Stewart.
Yes.
Way ahead of her time. You don't realize some things until you get older. People like, I hate to say it like it's some people's lifestyle, of course, being vegan, being vegetarian now, but you're talking about in the 80s, like late 80s, early 90s, her making vegetarian lasagna. So at first when you're a kid, you're like, ugh.
Yeah,
what's that? But then when you try, you're like, oh, this is amazing. Or baking biscuits from scratch or rolls from scratch. I mean, creating the watermelon cutout for baby showers. I mean, these are things that were happening like 90, 91 before. Yeah. I'm like, so a lot of things that I see on social media, and I hate to say it, and I look at them like, I've seen those things when I was a little girl. It's just that, the time. It was just timing. She was way before time. So just enjoying full of life.
Yes.
Full of life. Brought the sunshine. Really brought the sunshine. So it was. I enjoyed being a daughter, and now as a mother, taking on those things. It's the things that you see. You have the nature versus nurture. So the things that you see, I've definitely. I didn't even, know that it was just so natural. And mom passed, of course, when I was in my first trimester. So in revealing the news, everybody was sad, so sad. The church was overflowing. You had police in the streets trying to regulate traffic. So you just knew that impact, how when you see things like Dr. King, all that, you don't realize until somebody, you're like, wow, people coming up to you never met before, not family or friends. Your mother saved my life. I'm like, how? It was like just the sunshine. She would always speak to me. We never really had major conversations. And at my lowest point, the day that I thought about committing suicide, she spoke to me and that saved my life. Yeah. I didn't kill myself. And I'm like, stuff like that, it just feels, and I'm like, wow, you don't know how much of an impact a person, has until, I hate to say it, until they've left.
Yeah.
But, it definitely, I've seen some of the things that I do as a mother, and I'm like, wow, I took, you take the good and even sometimes the bad, you're like, and you find that good, that balance. But the cooking every morning for birthday. I have friends and they're like, you cook every morning? I said, yes. They're like, you cook every night too? And I'm like, but that's what I grew up with. I don't, so when we eat out, because he lives a very active sports life and academic life, that when we out, and I'm like, okay, we go out to eat, and maybe the next night if it's a game, we get some. By the third day, he's like, I'm not eating out again. I'm used to, I'm used to that home cooked meal. But I think I'm like, okay, people would say spoiled, but I'm like, that's how I grew up.
Loved well.
Loved.
That's dope. Do you have any advice for mothers to be, or encouragement for the mothers who are already in the struggle?
I would say take time for yourself. Find that balance. Life can be very overwhelming if you let it, especially being a mother, and especially more than one. I have one, but I tell my friends with multiples, find a peace and don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself and your husband or your boyfriend and your children. Don't lose, that part of yourself that, because you might wake up and you look and you're like, it's 10 years later, 15 years later, like, who am I? Like, I don't do the things that are like, no, I still find time to travel. I still find time to get my nails done, my hair done. Finding that self-care, that keeps that mental health balance at bay incredibly. So when you feel like, to pull my hair out, but I remember that, I wanted him. So when you want that child, you make the sacrifices, but you also don't lose yourself.
Excellent. Because mom was married, had children, but she still had all of her projects. She still always had something that she would do that it's like either a blanket, a quilt, but the quilt ain't gonna just look like a regular quilt. That's gonna look like somebody home and God So from the B. Smiths to the Martha Stewarts, we were fortunate to have an extremely good character person, as well as a excellent culinary queen that titillated everybody's taste buds. God broke the mold with her. So salute to all moms. And this show is about mompreneurs, and we just learned a little bit about how to do that there when you're looking to get your kids in school. How will we advertise this for you? Because we want to set a commercial up for this. Mom, we got to do a commercial for you. How do we advertise this for you? Because it seems like a very good thing, but most people, like I said, because of lack of knowledge, they don't even know you might exist out there.
Right.
Until the I Give a Damn Jam puts it out. We put it out that this is going on. So how do you advertise, or how do people come to know about you?
Usually by our website, and on our website, I have my email address.
Okay.
I have our business line, so people call. You just kind of set up an appointment, and it's absolutely free.
Y'all heard it here first. Y'all got the word. Y'all now know how to get at our website. You've heard a little bit about the testimony, and we just again salute all mompreneurs. I got to say it a couple times. Either way, thank you, sis, for coming. We will be seeing each other in a little while. We're gonna be celebrating Mother's Day weekend. Y'all have a good one, and I will see you in a little while. Now stay tuned for more I Give a Damn Jam coming on back. They say teamwork makes the dream work. Let's put this in effect, people. I have a plethora of shows, and it's going to take, like anything, time is money and money is time. I'm not bought by any corporations. So right now, what you're getting is that raw, straight from good imagination, creativity, and everything. And we could really use your support. We have so many great platforms that we're going to give folks knowledge of, that is exclusive, that is great performances, great expressions of art. So I would be lying to you if I said we wouldn't need your help. Every little bit counts. Every little bit helps. So if you feel inspired, edutained by what it is we do, we would love your contributions. The laws of giving and receiving. We are going to be giving. We definitely could. We would appreciate receiving any of the good energy you could send our way. And if you want to do that, the Cash App is #RicoJerome7, and that's my Cash App. That contributes to the places and the facilities and the bills that have to be paid when we do what it is that we're doing, as we're serving our good edutainment out to the folks that really could use it and benefit from it. So we thank you for that. Also, you can find us on TikTok, I Give a Damn Jam, as well as you can find me on Angel with Dirty Wings 7 on TikTok. You can also find our company edutainment platform on YouTube, Wisdom Inc. Network YouTube channel. You can check us out, and you see a plethora of our I Give a Damn Jam shows, to some of my music. Yes, I do have music on there. You can check it out at Angel with Dirty Wings. The music there, I will pop up with different things like that. Also on Facebook, check me out, Leander Rico Jerome. On my Instagram, it's also Wisdom _INC _network. And you can email us also at Fight to Win, PHIGHT, the number 2, WIN @gmail. And you can contact us if you need editing help, if you need shooting, if you need shooters, if you need photo sessions, if you want to put your interviews out there, if you want to put anything that you want on that platform, we have a plethora of ways to get that done for you. So check us out, Wisdom Inc. Network. Holla at us. Let's make this win-win. Salute. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome back to the I Give a Damn Jam. Put some respect on that name, because we give a damn about those who are giving a damn out in society, out in the culture, out in the hood, out in the neighborhood. And with me, I am proudly to have back again Queen B, Bernice. She's doing it. Smitty! Do they ever call you Smitty? She has been on the show. She graced our presence a few months back, and now she is here again with some new things going on. This is a show about mompreneurs, and this mom right here is doing a lot, whether it's doing the workload as mom and daughter and sister, everything. But you have a special place in your heart for mental health. Talk to us about that. Because I know that's what you give a damn about. We already asked what you give a damn about.
It definitely is. Now, I've been an advocate for mental health since 2006, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
So needed.
You know, because I saw the need. But you know, when I lost my son in 2021, that pushed me to do bigger things.
Yeah,
especially for our black men, because my son's story was he didn't feel like anyone cared, like he couldn't be vulnerable. So that led him to commit suicide. So I've been working. I've been meeting people. I went back to school, passed my test with flying colors. So now I am licensed, and I'm still working on my foundation called A Life for Rizzy.
A Life for Rizzy.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm also working on a company with a girlfriend of mine that I met in class. I met a lot of people there, and I learned a lot about addiction and their stories. And my girlfriend, her story is powerful. It's really powerful. She's 31 years old and she has a serious story. So we're working on a company, and you know, I'm working on my podcast.
Yes.
Called Mutual Conversations, which will launch in the summertime.
All right.
So
y'all stay tuned for that.
Yeah. So I'm also working on, it's called Comfort Calls, where I'll set up a calling station just for people, even the elderly, who might feel alone, like no one cares, just so they can call in and have somebody to talk to. So I will be training people on that, because it's necessary. It's too many of our people out here feeling like they don't have anyone to talk to, anywhere to go, even with all these mental health agencies on every corner.
Right. Just like churches.
Because there's a lot of agencies out here, but they're not doing the work.
Exactly.
They're dropping the ball. So it's my calling to make sure that I'm one person, but if I can change one life, that makes the difference.
I love it.
All right,
I love it. I went through my share of episodes coming up in my life, and suicide has run through the mind. It was an idea at different times in my youth, at different times maybe in my adult life. It goes through your mind when things and stress has gotten to a place that the beer couldn't take it away, the blunt, the bed, the girlfriend. It's some things that just are places that, you know, life could take you that you don't see any other way out of escape than doing that. And I'm thankful today that you are doing what you're doing. You've seen the game for what it is. And yes, some people are going to be dropping the ball. Some people just there for show. And you fill in the gaps. You're filling in the gaps. So I applaud your efforts, and whatever we could do with the I Give a Damn Jam, we're definitely looking to support. I love the call center situation, because there are a lot of people who they showing all their pictures on social media, but really behind the scenes, it doesn't match up with the pictures are showing. So for those who are behind the scenes, where is a way that they can start contacting you about some of the stuff that you're doing?
Well, right now, I'm using my social media to reach people, and it's been doing pretty good. You know, a lot of people watch. They may not like, but they watching, and that's what I want to accomplish. As long as you hear the message.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to like. I don't ever have to get famous, because when I go on the streets, I don't take a camera.
Exactly.
Because I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to deal with depression, PTSD, all those things, and a lot of people carry shame because, like I said, we stigmatize each other.
Yes.
So I don't deal with the cameras and things of that nature, but I go out there with my heart open.
Yeah.
You know, because I needed somebody to do that for me.
Reciprocate.
Yes.
It's called reciprocate.
It's powerful when I go out there, and my reward is simply seeing that smile or the appreciation.
I love that too. I do. I really do. I like picking the spirits up in my own different way. Giving a damn creatively. I was just talking with my sister, and having a creative mom. When I decided to do community activities, community outreach, it was in a creative way. Everything has been creative, but it's like it fills my soul up to see somebody in a better position.
Yes.
As a barber, I love to give you a great cut, because I know that does something to you, and if you don't, we like to fix it very quickly. But everybody can do their own part in their own different way. This has been a good year. You've been finishing your class. Is there advertising for that class if somebody wants to follow in your footsteps?
Well, you actually go through Department of Behavioral Health.
Okay.
And they have a class, it's called Peer Support Specialist, and they have amazing teachers.
Okay.
So I like to shout out Miss Lightfoot and Miss Ball.
Miss Ball.
They are amazing teachers,
All right.
you know, and they really push you. And
You know, small world.
you really, they really push you to your goal. And you know, and when you're done, they're not done because you can always reach out to them. So they are amazing people, and I really appreciate them. You know, and them sending me to places where I can learn things. And in the place I was, I learned what to do and what not to do.
Exactly.
You know, because
you got the knowledge and you have some wisdom.
Exactly, because what I learned is hurt people, and we need to heal ourselves before we go out here and try to help somebody else. Don't get it twisted. We're going to go through things, but you have to heal because sometimes you're shooting daggers at the wrong person.
Heal, yeah. You are responding from some other person who hit you, and you're taking it out on me.
Yes, and that's what I told people. I said sometimes the abused become the abuser.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Yes.
It happens all the time.
So we definitely have to change that narrative and heal.
Heal, yeah.
Yes.
Heal, yeah, we do. What the hell you want? You know what I'm saying? Heal people do heal things.
Yes.
Yes, we are both on that mission, so we will keep collaborating in the future. We're about that life. We want to see more healing than hurt. We want to see more heaven than hell. And it takes the right people. God takes the humble things to mock the proud. And there's a lot of folks who have budgets that ain't even doing a little with all the lot they have. And then there's folks like ourselves who have a little and we can do a lot. But just continue to let the Creator use you. Continue to let the Creator guide you. I'm very proud of you. Since I met you, you've been growing leaps and bounds. What is the next step for you now that you've gotten out of class and you're doing your thing? Are you working in the field that you want to work in?
I'm working in it, but I don't plan to work for anybody. I don't
Mompreneurs. That's why the show is called Mompreneurs.
Yeah, I don't plan to work for anybody. I'm pulling my children in, my friends in, anybody who has a story who, you know, is willing to help somebody change their life.
Excellent.
You know, because I have to be a role model for my children.
Yes, yes. What wisdom would you give to mothers out there who are going through some of the same things that you were going through, and what encouragement could you provide for them? Any jewels, young mothers, older mothers, stepmothers, all of them? Just give some
Well,
wisdom.
what I feel about the young mothers, a lot of people tend to judge, but you don't know the story. So what I would say to the young mothers is never give up. Your children are a gift. So no matter the naysayers, keep raising them, keep loving them, and keep loving yourself, because that's priority. If you don't love yourself, you're going to fall short somewhere.
You heard it. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. On the eye, give a damn jam. Thank you, B. We gotta talk. We gotta talk a little bit more later. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But listen, if they want to get at you, where can they find you on social media?
Well, my main page is Bernie Smith on Facebook. So just look me up. I have a public page. So here's some of my messages. Call me. I do public speaking.
Yes.
You know, maybe you can catch my book. I have one called Seasons and another one called Overcomers. So I'm
Where
here
can
to
they
help.
find that? Seasons and Overcomers. I like that.
They should be available on Amazon. They will be under a company called Hers. But I do have copies myself, so you can reach out.
Yeah. Then they can hit you on Instagram or TikTok or anything? Or you...
Instagram. I never remember my tag. I never remember my tag.
We're gonna keep blowing you up so that yeah, we will. That's right. We'll get you going straight. And we'll put your TikTok up.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna give it up for the queen. Got followers already. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we sending out a lot of love. We shout out all the mompreneurs, all the moms doing their thing worldwide. We sending out love from the I Give a Damn Jam. Y'all stay loving yourselves, stay loving your tribe, stay tapped into the one who makes it all possible. We give a damn. We give a damn. See y'all.
Yeah.
And who is that? See her? Who is that? killing them in them heels, man. Yup, for the inner beauty and the outer beauty, to the queens everywhere, worldwide, I gotta say, to all the moms, grandmoms, aunties, cousins, god sisters, homegirls, salute to all the women. To all my sisters who be climbing high heels and high heels, looking good. You're still on the grind, the struggle's real. For my ladies who be getting that dough, and don't sweat no man for dough. He's self-made from the get-go. To my mommies working that pole for bankroll, classy, sexy, fine lioness in stilettos. Boss queens, CEOs got their own stardom, breaking the glass ceilings in a pair of red bottoms. She red hot like a blue flame. She confident with a shoe game. Though her decor is raw, she defined by her mind, not by Michael Kors. Her history is a replay, influenced by Oprah and Madam CJ. Got her own groove like a DJ, own businesses, own crib where she stay. Independent, miss, underrated, first lady, president. You know some dudes gon' hate it. Daddy left her with the kids and Bill, she still made it. Left her with the kids and Bill, she still made it. Now her pocketbook's fat like a sumo. Overcame odds that was brutal. God gave her wisdom and scruples. Now she the one to watch like Hugo. She became a boss like Hugo, and you know. So all my sisters who be climbing high heels and high heels, looking good. You're still on the grind, the struggle's real. For my ladies who be getting that dough, and don't sweat no man for dough. You're self-made from the get-go. To my mommies working that pole for bankroll, classy, sexy, fine lioness in stilettos. Boss queens, CEOs got their own stardom, breaking the glass ceilings in a pair of red bottoms. She know how to work her cars, Joe. Rose through concrete, beat the odds, Joe. She everywhere, model dropping jars, Joe. Billboard, Ebony, Essence in the cosmos. Eye candy giving eye thrills. Shoe porn, pedicure, killer high heels. And she making doubting Thomas believers. She got the US Open like Sabrina. And everybody goosing like, man, have you seen her? Paparazzi wanna get her, they want a picture, they want an addition to Runway Killer, Margiela to Chinchilla, all the labels wanna fill her. Watch out the way, she's a runway killer. PYT, yo bad, she's Thriller. Watch out the way, she's a runway killer. And a matte gloss, lipstick and concealer. Natural beauty, she's a runway killer. Turning heads, getting bread, she's a runway killer. Dress code fly, but a walkway illa. Watch out for runway killer. Soil is royal like oil, they wanna dig her. Watch that runway killer. Know her worth, independent with Skrilla. Slaying them softly, runway killer. If you ain't coming correct, then back up, nigga. It's that runway killer. What you know about the runway killer? Give props to the runway killer. Do her own thing and got her own Skrilla. Came from a woman, got a name from a woman. Runway killer. Got a name from a woman, we all came from a woman. To all my sisters who be climbing high heels and high heels. All my sisters who be climbing high heels and high heels. For my ladies, getting that dough and don't sweat no man for dough. You're self-made from the get-go.
You ready to fight for the cure? You ready to fight for breast cancer? You ready to fight for good health care? I give a damn, you give a damn, I give a damn. I give a damn.